African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command in combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation as of May 13, 2025. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces inflicted damage on concentrations of manpower and equipment of the Mechanized Brigade, the Assault Regiment of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Atynskoye, Ryzhevka, Pavlovka, and Bessalovka in the Sumy region. That the Ukrainian armed forces lost over 195 servicemen, 3 tanks, 15 vehicles, and 7 field artillery pieces, including 2 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzers. 2 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position. They defeated formations of 3 mechanized, 2 assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Mechanized, Nechvolodovka, Kupiansk in the Kharkov region, Kirovsk, Redkadub, and Yampol in the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian armed forces lost more than 210 servicemen, a tank, 3 combat armored vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made HMMWV armored vehicles, 13 vehicles, and 2 artillery pieces. 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. The units of the Southern Group of Troops occupied more advantageous lines and positions. They inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized and airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Seversk, Serebryanka, Konstantinovka, Pleshchevka, Ilyanovka, Ivanopoli, Zarya, and Chasivyar of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost more than 290 servicemen, 5 combat armored vehicles, 6 cars, and 4 field artillery guns. 3 electronic warfare stations and 2 ammunition depots were destroyed. The village of Myrylyabovka in the Donetsk People's Republic has been liberated by decisive actions of units of the Center Group of Forces. Formations of 4 mechanized, a Jaeger, 2 assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine Brigade, and 3 National Guard brigades were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Alexandropol, Novoalexandrivka, Ulyanovka, Novolinovka, Novaya Poltavka, Petrovskoye, Dmitrov, Krasnoarmysk, and Novosadzhivka of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost over 470 servicemen, 7 armored combat vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made HMMWV armored vehicles, 15 vehicles, and an artillery piece. Units of the East Group of Forces continue to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense. They defeated the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, airmobile brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a Marine Brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade in the areas of the settlements of Voskresenka, Alexievka, Bogodar, Komar, and Volnoy Pol of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost more than 160 servicemen, 2 combat armored vehicles, 6 cars, and 3 field artillery guns. An electronic warfare station was destroyed. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces defeated formations of a mechanized, mountain assault brigade, 2 coastal defense brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Stepovo, Lukyanivsk in the Zaporizhia region, Poniatovka, Tokarevka, and Sadovo in the Kherson region. More than 50 military personnel, 10 vehicles, and an ammunition depot were destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian Armed Forces groups hit the assembly shop for the Bogdan self-propelled artillery units, as well as temporary deployment points for Ukrainian Armed Forces units and foreign mercenaries in 132 districts. Air defense systems shot down 8 JDAM guided aerial bombs and a U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket system, as well as 74 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 662 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 56,944 unmanned aerial vehicles, 605 anti-aircraft missile systems, 23,310 tanks, and other armored combat vehicles, 1,562 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 24,791 field artillery guns and mortars, 35,394 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.